Hello everyone, welcome to Stockbridge Works. I am your rampant wildebeest, Peter Stockbridge, and we are starting off a new project now. This is Harley Quinn, played by Margot Robbie. This is a request from a friend of mine called Cheryl, so I hope you enjoy this, Cheryl. She asked me to do this months ago, and I've only really been able to get around to it now for various reasons that I have since explained in my previous episodes. So this particular episode isn't going to be overly interesting, I'm afraid. We are starting off the right arm, building up everything, and really there's not much else to say about it. I mean, it's just a question of getting the work done. I mean, I've explained processes and whatnot in previous episodes, so because I'm not in the most healthiest of situations at the moment, it's quite difficult for me to explain everything to you at the moment. I'm very tired, and I find myself being overly tired all the time. I don't know exactly what it is. I'm nervous. I have an operation next Tuesday, and I am quite worried about it. It's just removing an infected toenail from my right foot. They have to remove the entire toenail, and I'm very squeamish at the best of times, so I am really worried about it. I hope it'll be okay. If you don't hear from me after Tuesday next week, you'll know what happened. I didn't survive it. No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So I was meant to do Harley Quinn months ago, but there's been so many different things that I've had to deal with. But we're here now, tackling it. And in comparison to the previous project I was working on, this is like a breath of fresh air. The thing that really kind of got me with the previous sketch was the cityscape. It was my first time, and I don't think it went down brilliantly personally. But if my client likes it, then everything's cool. So we're just sort of starting off with getting all the outlines right, all the key guidelines and stuff, like always. And we'll be going in, giving things its base color. Then we usually go in and add the shadow areas, and then we do the highlights at the end. That's the process. So it really is just a case of cracking on and tackling it. So I'm working from a screen with the image of Harley Quinn on it. I can do all sorts of things to the image. I can turn up the saturation, I can posterize it. If I'm struggling with color choices, there's always a few things that you can do within a photo editor like Photoshop. And one of those things that you can do if you're struggling about picking colors is to posterize it and then pick a color and look up the information, look up the hex values and all that kind of thing. You'll find that there are some sites out there that can convert hex values to color types. So if you've got like I do, a whole range of Faber-Castell pencils. You can sort of look up and find the most closest one, but to be honest, I eyeball it. If this was an official sort of paid commission, I would probably put a little bit more attention into the colour choosing. Actually, no, that's not fair of me to say. I don't think that's very fair of me to say. I don't know. But the option is there should you want to do that. Okay, so I think we're at the point where we are happy, and we can crack on with adding some colour. First up is going to be the skin. Right, so I'm not going to lie to you, really. I'm actually quite annoyed at a few things today. I've been annoyed about it for probably a few days now, and it's the blatant corruption of our government. Boris Johnson, the Conservatives, Tories. It's just absolutely fucking disgusting. I can't stand it. It's doing my fucking head in. And I actually want something done about it, to be quite honest. They're so brazen, it's not even funny now. So apparently there was a Christmas party held at number 10 last year. If you don't know what number 10 is, the UK, that's where the Prime Minister's residence is. And he had ordered us all into lockdown, and whilst we were obeying that, he was having his own party with friends. And apparently it wasn't just one party, it was multiple parties. There was up to 7 apparently. And the Metropolitan Police, I mean, it's not really worth investigating. It's really silly, but the very fact that they felt that they could do that is a piss take, and that's what's pissed me off. That they're just going about their lives quite happily, lying to our faces. It's absolutely fucking disgusting, and it's gotten to a point where I'm actually starting to sort of be right. You know what? This is fucking enough. This is enough. You know, I want them out. I want Lib Dems, the Liberal Democrats, to have a chance. As far as I've been alive, they've never had a chance. You can say, oh, the coalition, but no, mate, they were just fillers. They didn't have any voice. Oh, God. So wound up about it. I want Boris Johnson gone. I want the entire Conservatives gone. I want all the sleaze, the corruption, the cocaine, everything gone. I want Jeremy Corbyn back as the Labour leader, and I want him to be elected as Prime Minister. If not him, then the Liberal Democrats. The one person that could have changed everything was Jeremy Corbyn, and he was rousted for alleged anti-Semitism, which I don't buy for 1 second. I think that he was smeared out of office because he has good values, and if his ideas got any traction, then a lot of people on the Tory side or whatever would have, essentially been out of pocket, because there's loads of secret handshake deals going on. You only have to do a little bit of reading to discover that. It's disgusting. I want something done about it, because I can't handle it anymore. I'm 40 plus years old, and the only thing that I fucking hear about in the news is corruption. Government corruption, police corruption, or whatever. Now, I respect the police department. I respect all the emergency services department to the end, right? I know that there are a few bad apples that spoil the crop. I get it. And I want them all outed. I want them all exposed and shamed and outed, because this is getting beyond a joke right now. And I think most of the world agrees with me. And I just, something just has to be done, right? All these oppressive countries, you know, I know it's their right to be oppressive, but everyone, look at every citizen that's alive on this planet. We all want peace, don't we? We all want a quiet life. You know, it's only less than 5% of the world that actually wants anarchy. Most of us want peace. Most of us don't like to be told what to do. And if you believe that your country does like being told what to do, you are sorely mistaken. Countries like China, North Korea, Russia, or, you know, and any other place which is highly dictatorial, you know, I don't agree with your ways. And I think that you are backwards. And I'm not saying that you should abandon your traditions. I'm saying that you have to grow the fuck up. So that's all I'm really going to say about all of this, because I could go on for hours ranting and yelling and you know, yelling. I could actually scream about all of this. I think it's highly unfair. We're all suffering, and they're all just like getting paid £300 for turning up, living the high life, lying to our faces, terrified that they're going to be losing their positions. And, you know, that woman who resigned because of the video that got leaked about the Christmas parties, you know, scapegoat, if ever I've seen one. We're not thick, Boris Johnson, okay? UK government, we're not stupid. So don't take us for fools, please. Don't take us for fools, because I'm starting to get really, really fucking tired of it. So, anyway, back to nice me. Yes, politicians suck at the moment, and it's really hard for someone like me not to get passionate about it. Anyway, so I want to talk a little bit about this bat that I'm doing. You'll notice that I went over with a yellow shade, then I went over it with a light brown, and now I'm going over it again with a deep brown, and I'm just trying to replicate some of the wood grain that we've seen there. And the final stage of the bat is the actual shadows, or if we want to talk in computer terms, it's the ambient occlusion and the shadows. The idea is, with my work, that I want to be somewhere between realism and surrealism, or impressionism, and I feel like there's something missing still, something to be captured still with marrying the two themes together. For me, I see art as a very solitary thing, and I don't really want to go into things like a competition, or it's difficult to say, because, you know, I don't want any kind of competition, and I know that my human nature will automatically pit me against it. You know, subconsciously there's this sort of need to be competitive, and I don't like that at all. So I choose to sort of avoid these things like the plague that they are. So I've been having some problems with the camera, my phone camera, which is what I use to capture all my work. Up until this moment, I have been working on a Wi-Fi connection, which no isn't the best, but the way my my equipment is laid out, the cable that I have is just not long enough, and it's a very special type of cable. It's a USB-C, but it's one of those epically fast sort of data speed cables, and I needed a long one. I needed one that was about a couple of meters. So up until the end of the previous sketch, for some reason the previous sketch, everything was working out fine with the Wi-Fi connection, but as soon as I tried to make a start with this one, the Wi-Fi connection was just playing up, and it continued to do that for 2 days, and I got really annoyed, so I ended up having to spend about I don't know, tenner on getting an extra long cable. So for some reason I've just noticed that the white balance has shifted on my video. I don't know why, because I've not asked it to. Now everything's a little bit orangey, so sorry about that. Oh, I'm so stressed out today. You see, I'm a very peaceful man. I like peace, and when I say peace, I mean literally peace. Like, as in, shut the fuck up. Silence is golden in my life. I do like to listen to some music, but I like listening to meaningful, quality music, not just sort of, cheesy pandering type of woe is me shit. I like to listen to some good quality stuff, things like Peter Gabriel, who else? Sting, Pink Floyd, all those kinds of artists. I absolutely love them. But otherwise, it is just about silence. And just the slightest distraction throws me off. If I'm in the middle of working on something, be it a sketch or editing or rendering, it's very hard to sort of get back into that flow. And I get annoyed. I do get annoyed, but I keep it to myself. I don't say anything. I suck it up, because I don't really. It's not fair for me to sort of spin round and shut the fuck up. So I don't. But I do find it quite frustrating, and it's one of the major reasons why I work at night, because of just the sheer peace, Absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. The past sort of year or so since COVID started, since we had all the lockdowns, I just been happily plodding by with my days, not worrying about a single thing. Well, I say that, but there's always worries. I really enjoyed the first lockdown. Whilst the whole world was freaking out, I was like, oh, this is good, isn't it? This is the life. Everyone was at home. Everyone was sort of, doing their hobbies. There were families out going for walks. It was such a wonderful sight. Everyone stopped, or nearly everyone. And that was a beautiful moment, man. Now, it is down to where you live. I have a friend that lives in a block of flats, and he says that it was absolutely fucking awful. compared to my experience. So I feel for you, dude. But it's it's just one of those things, man. I always like to say to people, if ever the opportunity arises, that the first thing that you should really work out in your life, other than what you want to do with your life, is to be comfortable with who you are. You have to be comfortable with you. You have to like yourself. You have to love yourself. I'm not saying be vain and jack off in a mirror or anything like that. I'm saying you have to know yourself inside out. So that means not shutting your demons away. It means bringing them up for a cup of tea and a little chat, work out who they are, why they want what they want, because it's an element of you. And if you don't address the issue, you're not going to address the issue ever, and it's going to fester. So I always say, at some point when you get older, you're going to have nothing but your thoughts. So you best be comfortable with yourself and the things that you've done with your life. Otherwise, you're just going to be spending the rest of your days, the days that you have left, lamenting over things that you didn't do, or things that you could have done differently. Just know yourself, know your limits, take opportunities as they come. Don't lament over missed opportunities, and be honest with people, right? Because honesty goes a long way. Yes, you have to know when to break those rules to save, other hurt. It's all down to intelligence and logic. If you've got both, then you'll do well with life. Life is one of those things that you have to learn for yourself. You can take guidance from other people, but ultimately it is the things that you learn which matter the most. So know yourself, because you can get yourself into situations that you don't want to be in, and situations that you could have avoided had you been a bit more assertive. And there's always situations, and I could think of a couple right now, and I know you could. So just bear that in mind. You always have to be looking to do the right thing at every step of the way in your life, because you don't want any regrets, believe me. And being stuck in a block of flats isn't good, really. I know that some people don't have a choice, and I'm I probably sound a bit ignorant about it, but you're in control of your life is all I'm trying to say. And you have to be comfortable with yourself. You have to be comfortable with lockdown. Ultimately, you have to be able to handle your own company over a period of time and not go mad. And the startling thing that I discovered upon the first lockdown is how freaked out everyone got. Oh my god, I can't fucking do anything. Oh my god, I can't do this, I can't do that. Oh my god, I'm freaking out. I can't go out and pamper myself, and I can't go out and buy things for myself. I can't do anything. There's such a thing as video conferencing and stuff like that. Or there's books to read. There's always that thing that you promised yourself you were going to learn, that language, or some element, some hobby that you promised yourself that you wanted to do later on in life. Well, you've got some time now. Do you know what you want from life? I mean, do you actually know I know, and it took me 20 years to work out what that was, but I finally know. And I hope you do too. So, yes, I've been on a long fucking rant in this episode. Yeah, sorry. But, oh, God, I'm just so tired. So it's already starting to sort of take shape now. In the next episode, we'll be carrying on with the glove. We'll be doing the rest of top, and then we're going to be cracking on probably with the hair next. And when we're done with the upper half, we'll do the lower half. I'm not sure about background this time. I'll think about it as I carry on, but I'm not sure whether I want to do a background. We shall see. So I hope you like what I'm doing, despite the fact that I just had a mental rant for the past half an hour. I do all my sketches for free. All you have to do is subscribe and request something from me. I will do it for you. I will. I mean to say that if you get chosen, then you will get sent the original, free postage and packaging if you live in the UK. If not, you can have a copy, a digital copy. And that's how it works, really. You can continue requesting stuff. It's not just a one-off. And you always have a chance of receiving the original. But as I said, it's free postage and packaging for UK residents only. And I literally do art for free because, well, first of all, I want to. I feel like I want to give to the world, really. I just want to do art. I'm not really overly concerned about finances or money. I'm in a good position at the moment, very, very fortunate, safe and comfortable position, and I feel like I want to be giving back in a way, and in really the only way I know how, which is providing entertainment, doing art for people that ask for it, and giving forward some opinion and my thoughts about the state of the world. I'm not, an evil person. I'm not an illogical person. I'm a very fair person, and I want everyone to be happy. I want everyone to be free. Free from tyranny and, hunger and everything else, really. Anyway, I will see you on the next episode, which is coming very, very soon. And I will be in a better mood for that episode. So, until then, take care, everyone. Have a lovely day. Speak soon.